Gotta go get some metal roofing for that. Got my metal cutting saw. That ain't going anywhere. Two more cuts. Whoops. That was fun. Well, of all the things I forgot to bring gloves, and I'm handling old metal roofing. So, yeehaw! Also, I'm not sure how much this truck can take, so I'm gonna judge what these weigh and figure something out. These sheets are 40 feet long. You don't come across those very often. Ow. I have some of this at home. This is my third trip to this pile. I don't know how much I have there, but there's still a lot here. That one's short. It's got a cutout or something. Oh, that stinks. I think I'll pull that one out. That's why when you're dealing with this stuff, it's good to get extra, because you don't quite know what's in there. Holes in the bottom of this one. Price is right. Well, it's not as bad as I thought, actually. 23. Yeah, 23 at almost, you can say 30 pounds. That'd only be about 700 pounds. This old girl can take more than that. I don't know if I can take more though. And we'll do another load next week. Still gonna get all these little pieces. weird pieces in there. I'm gonna take them though. There, easy. Now the hard part would be getting home without getting pulled over. I've never had an inspection on this thing, and my tags ran out at the end of March, and it is April 17th, so it's fine. Everything's fine. Pro tip, if you put the stuff you don't want to get wet in the cab, when you get home you don't have to pick anything up, you just leave it. That's what I'm going to do. Get home and hop out the truck. That's a good saw. I like that. It's an Evolution S185. Bare bones. Oh, cutting through 8 layers of that metal without too much issue. Back when I was working for my dad, doing metal roofing and contracting of all sorts, there was nothing like that then. If there was, it was super expensive. So we didn't have one. I think I picked that thing up for like $125. I bought it specifically for this because metal roofing for my saw shed would be many thousands of dollars, and not to mention I've done chicken coop, my wife's building, various other little things. Oh, this spare tire is heavy. It's a big lad. Keep stuff from blowing away though. Usually I put a chain on this with a ratchet strap. It's not even that heavy. I guess I'll do it though. Or anybody ever saying that Steve wasn't being safe. The chain's just to keep from the metal would eat right through the strap. So I just wrapped the end of it with chain. I think I had it right on here. Yup. One loop around the back. And then I'll hook my back strap to this end of the chain. Cinch her up. Yeah. Just hooking it on to the tailgate hardware. It's almost like it's going to be too long, but I'll move this down the chain to here. Can we just cooperate, please? Just so it doesn't go flying. I had quite a bit of this on my little Dodge Dakota one time. That was an interesting trip. I thought I was about to break that truck in half. This is not ideal. Luckily, I've got 1,000 feet of leftover strap here. Just don't want the end of that chain flapping around, scaring everybody to death. Just gonna tie it up. Don't look at my knots. They're not good. My friend Rob would give me a hard time right now. Friggin' bunch of Boy Scouts. That's annoying already. Yeah, I fixed it. Alright, let's go get some food and get home. I like the generator set up. It's too heavy to handle, and the roofing has to go under it, so that's what I usually do. Those 2x6s are thin, they're about ready to break. It'll be fine. It has been so far. Alright. I'm out. This wind could go away. That'd be awesome. Hoping I can just use this clamp to drag this out of here. Too many trees everywhere. Yeah, see, it's not the angle I want. Better. This left side, your right, will be heavier too. There. Simple. I'm gonna deliver this down back. Need to go get another load here in a few days. So I've got to put this stuff out back to get it ready for putting it on the roof. Brace has got to go. Fight for it. that's about half what I need. Looking to go back here in a couple days, get another load, about that much again. That should do this whole thing, hopefully. I do have some extra stuff hanging out from previous trips, but since this stuff's so unknown, figure it wouldn't hurt to have extra. Plus that's what needs to be put on this shed up here. Another project I need to get to sorely. That won't take that long. I just gotta buckle in and do it. Can't see. The metal's so fine, you can't see the edges. So hard. Fun. Alright, let's do that some more. So much fun. Somehow this is the only tape measure I had in my truck. Great, right? 8-footer. That's better than nothing. This is a rough work right here. You wouldn't want to do this in the summer with all these sparks. Luckily for me, it rained a lot this weekend. So I'm going to use a sheet as a template. I meant to do that last time and just got gung-ho and put it all on the truck. Nice and easy. Should cut starting from this end. Bottom's all messed up. side, sorry. I haven't fallen over yet. Can't see. Ow. The last little bit's never any fun. How you doing? I'm worn out. Just glad you're not here. After I worked all day. I'm going since 5:30. Of course, this is about to go on the truck just like this. And we'll take care of it. Sounds like a pack of rabid chihuahuas down the road there. By a pack, I mean like 20. Rain. Hope not. All right, let's get this crap loaded up. Some of this stuff is basically garbage. But somebody puts you on to something like this where it's free, otherwise this would cost you thousands of dollars to buy new. Do not leave a mess. Treat them with respect. As what I got here, this is a nice neat pile buried in the bushes. Cut the bushes back. Well, I cut them back in the fall. Up to them come back. Don't leave a mess. You're only hurting yourself. Your own reputation. I don't want these little cut-offs, but I'm going to take them. It's the right thing to do. I might use them somewhere. Last one. Okay, if I head away to get them to my house full length, I'll just take them all things. I doubt I'll be back here. This is at my old employer's property, trucking company. We bought out a few years ago by a different company, and this was off of the shop building and I consider myself to be good friends with the maintenance director, and he told me about this. So he said he was going to use some. I don't think anybody's ever touched this pile except for me, so you know, I'll take it. Stuff like this allows me to do these large projects without spending $1 million. Like my wife's she shed, this has this metal roof on it. The only thing I spent money on for that was the concrete, sonotube, nails and screws. I did buy some windows and a door. And then I think I had to buy some electrical stuff, but I had a bunch of it that my father-in-law gave me. And then I bought insulation and drywall. But that's like a $40,000 building. I built it for maybe $5,000 out of pocket. Pretty good. So recycling and thrifting for building materials is one way to build. It's certainly not the easiest way. I think I'm gonna load this thing up, get it strapped down, and go home. Well, I think I got the rest of the roofing material that I'll need to finish this. And it needs it. I'm ready to start the next phase. It's going to take a bit, but the roof is leaking. It's just underlayment on there. So I need to stop that. Hopefully here soon I'll be digging some footings for the next row of posts. I gotta get this metal unloaded, and of course it's raining because it's New England. Why not? All right. Yeah, now I'll put these away right. Well, they are wet though. I'll let them dry out first. I'm glad I've got a spare tire now. But man, it's a pain if you gotta put stuff in the truck. I just took one of my old tires, bought a rim off Amazon. I actually mounted it by hand. It's heavy. The hardware for mounting it under the truck is long gone. Oh, these little short pieces are not ideal. Fun. Some of these I'm going to throw right off to the side. They are straight garbage. Like this. It's more tar than metal. Tar on the back side of it. fun. Nope. I was gonna try to double them up, but I'm not going to. I would do this existing roof that I have now, but I want them to overlap in a more consistent manner. I don't know if that makes sense. I want the whole thing done first. Wow. Oh, nice. One of my newest shirts. Guess I shouldn't carry them like that. There's another one that's got a hole in it for a pipe or something. Get that out of here. And the next one. That's the problem with free stuff. It's alright. These can be used somewhere else. Not that I really want to use this, but the price is right and they give this stuff a second chance at life. It is humid. Humid. The last two right here. Now I gotta get this stuff out of my truck, including the generator, all this framework. Tools. It's Sunday, it's dump day. So I gotta move the truck. Now I've got the regular bucket on the tractor right now. I'm assuming I can use that with a chain, get that generator off of there. I'd like to have one of those little 2,000 watt Hondas, or even the Harbor Freight equivalent, for just running a skill saw or something. That's all you need. That thing's too heavy to lift. It's also 12,000 watts, so you can run a welder off of it. It's got a 50 amp plug. I don't know why I took these off like I was done. I guess I should probably just back the truck up to the shed and take this stuff off. Instead of making 6 trips back and forth. Except that doesn't make any sense either. It's really just this stuff. My old generator had lift rings on it, one on each corner. That would be so nice. As much as I move this with the tractor, I should probably put some on this. Trying not to beat the paint off of everything. Oh yeah. Beat the side of the truck right to pieces. Good thing I've got a new bed. Yeah, not fitting through there. Sure, that'll work. The dump we go. Oh, might as well get this crap out of here too. I need a hammer, it's somewhat nailed together. Ankle snapper. Nails. Ladies, not that there's any watching this, but this is why you find nails and screws in your husband's pocket. It's because he doesn't want to throw them on the ground or leave them rolling around the bed of the truck. And rather than make a special trip, they go in the pocket. Danger. Hang on to those for next time. Not that I really like driving around with my generator. Like I said, one of those little ones would be nice. Well, I think that's it for my roof recycling project. That's showing me going and getting it, all the struggles involved with that, bringing it back here and stacking it up. Hopefully the next time you hear about this roofing is when I'm either putting some of it along the back wall or on this finished roof. It's going to take me some time to get this built, being I'm only one guy and I have a full-time job. So it's weekends only, and you know, sometimes on the weekends you don't feel like working. Hopefully, let's see, I'm going on a trip in July. I'd really like to have this roof on by then, and possibly the back wall and the end walls. Another project I've got coming up is both of these need to run. The blue one was working. It's something new with that every year, always. We put a roof on that a few years back, me and my dad. I've done more work to that car. Now it's not getting fuel, so it's either a relay or the fuel pump. This one is a 71 or 72, I can never remember which. This one needs brakes. This one I could probably get running right now. Needs a battery and it needs brakes. There's a whole bunch of brake parts in it. I've got to get the car up on jack stands, take it all apart, and take inventory of what we've got. Of course, it's locked. This thing was given to my wife. Needs some help. I don't know what kind of paint job that is. Looks like this used to be red. You see it in a few places. This paint is just falling off. I don't know if they just didn't prep it right or what, but it's kind of a mess. That paint is thick. So there's a bunch of parts in the trunk here. Brake parts, miscellaneous. I gotta see what I need to get it to go. We're probably gonna just run it for a little bit without the top because it doesn't have one. And that's like a whole nother thing, dude. That's a whole nother project. As long as this thing has a roof to live under, we don't care. It doesn't really have an interior. There's no carpets or anything in it. We do have a carpet kit for it, but we put that inside. We put that in the attic of this building here. So hopefully that's not just a mouse nest now. That's it for the metal recycling video. I don't know what I'll be on next. I really don't.